Hello, it's Michael from Massons Healthcare, and today we are going to be going through our central fabrication on-demand order form. It's all online, so hopefully you've followed the link to the form, and we're ready to start filling it out. The first thing we need to do is select a job type. For this one, we're just going to go with AFO. The form auto-populates as we go through, depending on the job type we select here. Another thing to note is if we have a bilateral job to do for AFO, KFO or prosthetic, we can select that option later on, just create one job at this point. Similarly with the foam carvings, just create one job and you can upload as many as you want at the end of that form as well. So as I said, we'll go with AFO and it'll give us a good idea of, I guess, how the form functions. First thing we do is the company email. We just use mine. And another thing to note is anything there's a red asterisk next to is a required field. If we don't fill it in, it gives us a little warning like that. This field is required, and you also can't progress through the form. Contact name is me. It's optional, but I would always recommend putting in a phone number. It just gives us the ability to contact you if there's any clarification needed or anything like that. Gets things done quickly. We also need to put in a facility. For us, obviously I'm going to do Massons. We have an ideal delivery date option as well. We charge extra for rush jobs, but generally our lead time is 10 business days. For foam carvings, it's overnight, but we do a same-day service on that as well. For this one, we'll just go 10 days. Order number, if you use them, put it in. It'll help us identify it if it comes in separately from this form. Another important one is the patient identifier, particularly if you've got multiple jobs with us. It allows us to obviously contact you and identify which patient we're talking about. So we'll just go test. Another important one is age, weight and height. So we'll just make him 73, male, 167 centimeters and 87 kilograms. Why not? We can also put in an activity level. I would always recommend at least filling it out. It is optional. But it gives us an idea, starts to give us a bit of a picture of your patient, and if there's any recommendations we can make about layups or design or anything like that if required. Then we press next and we move on to the AFO form itself. So we need to fill out what type of AFO we want to begin with. So we can do a check or test AFO. They're made out of a clear PETG. We can go definitive, so it's either plastic or laminated or both. If you are doing a laminated, particularly AFO or KFO, we would recommend getting a test check AFO done first. They're relatively cheap and can save a lot of time in the final fitting as well. For this one, we'll just go definitive. And our forms start to auto-populate as we go. So, we need to specify our side. That's what I was talking about. We have bilateral here. We'll just go left for this guy. Obviously material. We can select either polypropylene, copolymer, polyethylene, laminated or ortholine. And there's an other option as well. So if there's another product or layout that you want, we can source most things, or you can send it to us and we can make it with it. Fairly normal sort of material range there that we have, and everything's kept in stock. So we'll go with polypropylene for this guy, and it's asking us a follow-up question as well. So it wants us to specify thickness and or color. All of our polypropylene's white, so we'll assume it just means thickness. So we go 3 millimeters. More realistically 4, but no, we'll stick with 3. There's also the option of transfer paper as well. So Massons has over 100 transfer papers in stock. If you have any queries about our transfer paper, follow the contact links below this video, and we can send you out a digital catalogue of all our transfer papers. But yeah, quite a lot in stock, and yeah, quite. There's a lot of interesting ones out there. They're a good range. Cool. And the next step is lining. For this guy, I'm just going to go nice basic EVA, but we have other options as well. So we have dry feet, which is an artificial wicking leather. It's quite nice. We use it a lot in our foot orthotics. Leather, just regular leather. Alpha gel, which is it's like a TPE gel with fabric on both sides. It's very good for high risk feet and bony prominences and things like that. Plastizote, obviously a closed cell foam, or we can do a custom foot orthotic as well, and obviously other as well. These other text boxes, you can type as much as you want into them. They are small, but they will extend in size as you go. We need to specify our lining thickness and colour, so we'll go 2 millimeters and black. We can select a general sort of lining area that we want. We'll go with calf for this one. As we move down the form, there's also the option to draw this in. You can also upload photographs and your own drawings if you find that easier to do as well. Massons is a distributor and manufacturer for Fior and Gentz ankle and knee joints. Fior and Gentz joints are a really nice German-made joint. They also have this really good Orthosis Configurator. So we follow this link here, it'll take you to their website where you fill in all the details of your patient, their activity levels, their strengths and that kind of stuff. And at the end you get some recommendations on which Fior and Gentz joints to use and laminations and things like that. You can print that out or save it as a PDF, and we would like you to attach that PDF to this form. We can go off that and order the joints in, and obviously keep a copy for your records as well. For this guy, we'll just go something simple. We'll go for just a large tamarack. We keep all the tamaracks in stock. We move down to straps. We can go with some of our PVC straps by Limtex. We keep black, white and carbon in stock, but we can get some of their more colourful patterns in fairly quickly as well. The lead time's quite short. They're a very nice strap. Once again, you can get in contact with us and we can send out a digital catalogue of their more colourful straps. We are also the distributor for Click Medical BOA systems. So obviously we have all the quick fit straps in stock as well. We'll go for a quick fit for this guy. And we can select which side we want it on. So we'll go just medial. Cool. There's also the option for posterior stops. We'll go just an adjustable one. We keep all of these in stock. You can obviously select none and a stop angle as well. You specify that in the notes. We have PDEs as well. So we are a certified PDE manufacturer. We can get them in for you if you specify the size and category, or you can send them in and provide them to us as well. This is the section of the form that we can draw on. It automatically defaults to the pen. We can change the line weight if we want to. And draw on our trim lines. We can change the colour. If we want to say stop the lining here. We can add text. So if we want to add some measurements, we can. So we'll go say 50 centimeters. And you can erase and go back as well. So there's an erase button and there's also a clear as well. So if you want to clear all of the stuff you've done, you press that button there. Now one of the more important sections, excuse me, is the notes. Put in as much detail as you can. The more detail, the better. It helps us create a device that is the best for you and reduces the amount of problems we have during manufacturing and questions we have to ask. Excuse me. Cool. So the next section is the different types of patient data input we can take. Pretty much anything really. We have the modified scan file, which you can attach to this form, and modified positive plaster casts, which you can ship to us. Please pack them well. We have unmodified 3D scan file, so we can modify them for you in the notes, put in any corrections that you want made. Similarly with the unmodified negative plaster casts and unmodified fiberglass casts. Just pop it in the notes, any sort of corrections you need. This last bit here is the browse file, so you can upload any JPEGs, Word documents, PDFs, most file types, any photographs you have of old or previous devices of your patient, scans of diagrams that you want. As I keep saying, as much information as possible is always appreciated. Now we'll just go to next. Cool. Our next stage is to preview the answer. And this gives us, I guess, our filled out form to check. At the bottom we can either go back or we can print it out if we're happy with it. Save a copy for your own records if you want to. After that we just press submit. And that gets uploaded directly to our job queue. You'll receive a confirmation email, and from there we'll obviously contact you if you have any questions. Otherwise, in 10 business days we'll ship out your device and it'll be all good. Excellent. Well, thanks a lot for your time, and any questions, please get in contact with us. Thank you.